kids today? Well, if it isn't one of those young punks who keeps trampling on my golf course. What do you have to say for yourself, kid? As you should! What's the world coming to these days? Hasn't anyone heard of etiquette? This mighty fine establishment is the one and only Whitespringe Resort, where only millionaires are welcome. If you're a helpless youth with no assets to your name and nowhere else to go, well, that's too bad! Get lost! Whatever do you mean? How could I possibly have any complaints with a luxurious top-floor view of the apocalypse and a shining silver spoon up my ass? I simply love to sip tea and watch the peasants die of radiation poisoning. Why, of course it does. In a world like this, banding together is necessary for survival. But it wouldn't do to shack up with just any old ragamuffins waving guns around and wearing scraps for clothing. I am, of course, cut from a finer cloth. This dapper clothing and refined accent serve to set that standard for the new world. Sure thing, kiddo. What do you want to know? Well, it's funny you ask. I was just thinking about the good old days when I could shoot birdies out on the lawn without getting mauled by ferals. Ah, those were the simple days. Just playing golf and happily ignoring all the problems in the world. It's my favorite hobby. Now, these days, it's hard to find a quality golf ball, so I aim for ghoul heads instead. Normally, it takes a couple strokes to knock those stubborn suckers off their tees, but next time I'm shooting for a hole-in-one.
coming. They just keep coming. Rob saw them first. 3. Just 3. And I'm 7th. Easy shots from up here. At first, we thought it was fun. Tried to see who could pick them off. Extra points for the head. Then Rob went missing. Went down to the range. Wasn't far. It wasn't back by dark. Then Ted, Zach, Phil, Mark. God, Mark. They dragged him. I can hear him screaming. Now we're 3. Just 3. Can't run. Can't hold. Can't. They're coming. They're coming!
wanted to remark upon the fascinating design of the Spring Hill Golf Course. You appear to have 7 holes. What a curious number. 9 I could understand. Or perhaps 6 played thrice. But 7? Both players put ever so much effort into varying their holes. You appear to have my small bird so much, you repeated it immediately. Or take the cards. One normally takes such little note of them. I had a wonderful chance when I saw that during the 3-mile drive from the 5th hole to the 6th. And then 7. 7. Such a slope. It would make a fabulous ski run. Not that teeing off with a 400-yard putt wasn't a unique experience. I confess, when I heard you had carved up your championship golf course for housing tracks, I was concerned it might have impacted the quality a little. Clearly, I underestimated the scope of your ambition. Cordially yours, Henrietta Winchester.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call us.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people.
There's times you've got to accept the cards you were dealt. Learn to make the best of it. It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
The Whitespring is in shambles! A mess! How can I clean that which continues to dirty itself? Oh, these responders have gone too far!
You know I'm thrilled to help if I can.
The better question is, what is right? Everything has run amok. Chaos. Chaos! The responders have taken over the Whitespring. Imagine all of the dirty footprints on the carpet, dust all over the tables, the horror! I am but a humble servant of the Whitespring Resort, dedicated to greeting each guest with pleasantries and candor. Or I was, back when our guests had class and decorum. It's some sort of relief effort for all of the refugees in and around Appalachia. If only there was a relief effort for my stress. That would be the enigmatic Orlando. They oversee the Whitespring and are allowing the responders to stay here, as well as their constituents. I do apologize for the mess. Please.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, If you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The Whitespringe is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. Judging by what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburgh was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances.
How are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paying.
Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause.
You ever get that feeling like you forgot something? I'm not sure what it is.
The Whitespringe is fabulous this time of year.
Need anything?
Funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper, just the two of us. Everything changes. They got rid of the donuts, and the staff, and the whole world. This spot, it's still here. Joyce did her best. They all did. Hope they make it out there. As for me, I'm going to stay right here, have one last donut. Whatever happens, happens. Everything changes, but in the end, I can't imagine a place I'd rather be.
It's nice to see
Due
people
to
around
the
in
risk of exploding glassware, mixed drinks are no longer available. Wines are sold by the glass, bottle, and case.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry mouths.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
Tannen! Another scotch!
Ma'am.
What about you, Liz? Have you made up your mind yet? Oh, Bill's keen on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us. Evans? That snake? He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer. Can you imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston knew this. It always was a slum. Now, with refugees swarming like flies, ugh. No, the resorts are the better option. If the Whitespring won't have us, we should try Pleasant Valley. Even Sunnytop. Sunnytop? Really? I'm not there for the skiing. Or the clientele. But I'd rather stay at a shoddy lodge than take my chances with whatever may be going on down in the valley. Damn. Just set it down, set it down. Now, let's finish this rubber. $1 a point.
Potatoes here taste amazing.
Cleaning
So
this place
fresh.
up actually
Only a
gives
few
me
rats.
sense of peace. A safe haven filled with people
Sorry, I'm
trying to
not
help
much for
others.
conversation.
Feels like I've died and gone to heaven.
Talk my ear off.
Or hell, you look up.
Nothing cleans the gills like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
Oh, you think I'm a good salesman? A customer. Here to peruse or buy? Either way, prepare your eyes for a feast of the senses, huh? Oh, I got a bit. Giuseppe della Ripa, at your service. Tradesman and curio collector. Welcome to Giuseppe's Curios. Buy, sell, trade, and count. I'm a collector of oddities and eccentricities, and I sell those eccentricities for the right price. Perhaps I might have something to your liking. It's been sunny all week. I love it. Oh, I've called many places home. Clarksburg, New York, now Appalachia again. But none ring truer in my heart than the homeland. Italia! Ah, I believe in your language it is simply Italy. I was born there. I remember very little of it. There's still a connection. I think there's something that binds you to where your ancestors are from. It may not make sense if you've been raised in a place your family has always had roots in. Ah, don't mind me. I'm just rambling at this point. What makes it worse is knowing I can never go back. That, and not knowing what Italy's fate was after the bombs. Who knows what it looks like now? You walk past and see a sparkle at the edge of your vision. Maybe it's a dusty mirror or a long-forgotten urn. A decades-old music box. That's a curio. Don't join the responders for cabs. They join to make a difference.
Fame and fortune. Or maybe just fortune. Perhaps neither. It's easier to earn money than to search for what you're really looking for. Let's just say I'm looking for some things I've lost that may be found again. I don't know if I can find them definitively, but it is worth the risk. I have books upon books of riddles. They keep a man entertained. You have only ever seen me in the distance, never up close. Look in any direction, and I will be there. Nice try, but that's incorrect. Do come back.
These responders must really have a game plan. Where they're always flitting about. That's something to admire.
I should check if those Blue Ridge folks carry letters, too.
Everything is too clean here. Kind of dirty up.
Always a pleasure to see a guest.
Recording. All right. What are we looking at?
I've got nothing.
Really, Lou? Really? You set up the damn things. Don't tell me you don't know how to hack them. Can't you just shut them off or keep them from turning on us? There has to be a way. Paula.
No. Really, no. I'm sorry, Paula. We've tried everything. Not just me. Every guest who can work a terminal. We've been locked out. We're getting kicked out, and there's nothing we can do.
Paula, how's the training going? Friedrich's classes are a joke, but the guests have been pitching in. The Warrens picked up a few things on safari. Sergeant Tomlinson's been teaching marksmanship.
Sir? Tomlinson? That crank that thinks the communists are bugging his room?
Yeah, best we got.
God.
At least people have been stocking up. The all-you-can-carry shopping spree was a hit. No one turned that down. Anyone have anything else? Robert, how are things?
Keeping on.
Good. The gala's on Sunday. So, this may be our last staff meeting. Whatever happens, we did all we could this past year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Dave, honey, it's Joyce. I don't know if you'll ever get this, but I wanted to make sure there was something here if you came looking. If you made it. God, where to start? It's about 2:30 in the morning, New Year's. 2079. I've been here for the past year since the war. Me, a couple of the staff, about 100 guests, and the robots. Never thought I'd be grateful for the robots. We made out all right. Even made me manager. Can you believe it? But we have to go. Paula and I. We're leaving for Charleston in the morning. I missed you and the girls. I missed you so much. Take care of them for me, all right? All my love. Always.
Martin, hour, does.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the Whitespringe has been our home. a shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The Whitespringe bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the Whitespringe.
Honestly, the presence of custodial robots does not excuse tracking mud all over our floors.
I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
There's times you've got to accept the cards you're dealt to make the best of it.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky. I've never felt safe.
Welcome, novice.